start off answer. I think another point that supported the swift passage of that bill was the collaboration with people. Everybody was involved on the draft. But investment is a very risky business, and very time. You can agree to that part. And we see this book that investor always channels. He said that 75 to 90% of channels. So the question I'll be asking Emily is that, so as an investor, what are the factors you consider when you assess the potential investor? Because we have costs here, we have innovators, we have stability, and build that their network. And then we'll be taking some of these information to them. So what are some of the factors that you consider sitting as an investor here, looking out in, and what are the, how do I ask this question? What's the involvement and support of other stakeholders that support the decision that you make? When you choose to invest in yourself, so that's like a two-in-one question.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, investments, particularly angel investments, is very risky business. We invest very early. We, first and foremost, almost all investors we're still a bit marginalized in terms of numbers. And from the beginning of my journey as an angel investor, I began to notice that for every pitch session you have, if we had 7 people come to pitch, you might have either no woman or 1 woman. But if the 1 woman came at that time, we do look at now, particularly now, is tech and tech enabled. We believe that if you have a product or service that is leveraging on technology, it will be scalable, it will be flexible, because not all products are successful at the end with their strategy at the beginning. So you have to be able to have room for flexibility and changing of your product or service, and technology allows you that. It also allows you to scale and provide services not only within your immediate community, but as a level playing ground. Aside from this, of course, then you begin to trickle down to what the product or service really is, and whether it is market fit. If you had started making Adire dresses 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't time. But now, if you make Adire dresses, you sell out. So I want to make money, so I want to know how you're going to be making money. And whether it is actually sustainable. And by the time your product or service is no longer relevant, because at the exit, how do I get out of this? Who's going to buy you out? Who's going to take over? Who's going to merge with you? How do I cash out? Who's going to give you Series A or something where I now exit? So really, those are some, not all, but some of the things that we do.
Thank you so much, Amy. Some of the things that you highlighted that struck me, number one, integrity of the founder, because you're investing in an individual first before the project. And I'm going to moving on to Sheyi, as we're rounding up now. Sheyi is technical advisor with the GIZ, Digital Transformation Center. And since inception, they've been working to support Nigeria's innovation ecosystem. And in particular, one of the outcomes of the program is to support development of value and local solutions and validation of these local solutions. And so, Sheyi, we want to ensure that more startups succeed, more startups survive, and continue to contribute to the growth of Nigeria's economy. But these startups, they require access to markets, they require customers for them to be able to scale, for them to be able to sell, to do all what we said. So how is the DTC contributing to support them to find access to markets and customers as well, both locally and globally?
Thank you very much. Very true. From where I see it, the development side is stable. We are known to be the ones that bring in the money. And that's true, bring in the money, but the truth also is how does that money translate to impact? And I think that's why I'm happy to be here today and to respond to that question. And I'll pick up from where you stop. Sustainability of survival is critical. And that survival also has a spectrum. You move through survival and move to thrive, and then you dominate. And when you dominate, you start defining the terms and conditions of things. For startups, that ability to move through the spectrum is very critical. And for us, our Digital Transformation Center Nigeria, we recognize that there is quite ample support available for startups. How the startups navigate the journey along that is differently. And she just mentioned what's available, he has mentioned, everybody else mentioned what's available. But one part we have seen as a big link in this journey is actually market, okay, streamline revenue for startups. A lot of founders create startups for two reasons. One, out of passion, that accidentally leads to regular things, and two, to raise funds. Very few do the third. That's why I will say, which is basically to make money, revenue, exchange value for money. Also, you add the interest of the investors. It is also sometimes lets you look at what you do in a certain perspective. A little, most of the time, not a little, most of the time, afraid of the market. You know, how do you access this market? What's the entry point? The barriers to entry that allows me to go for the series. If this is the case, I transform the way things are done in the startup space. Now we are not stopping that. We are building some surround components, and we'll be working with more partners to do this. For instance, you want to digitalize as a business. See, for you in the startup space, you understand tech, you understand things. It makes sense to you. You can measure growth. For the big outside the fact that at the end of the day, it doesn't close shots to his business. He doesn't know how to onboard. He doesn't know how to scale. He can't make decisions as to, okay, I have this capability of the solution. What else do I need to lay on it? He does not understand the integration. He doesn't know what plugins. He doesn't know about APIs. They sell everything to him as a new product. It's like, how do we do this? So we are also facilitating the establishment of a series of digital experts. These people we are available as low-level experts MSMEs can afford to provide services. So when I want to buy a solution, I have an expert, a consultant I can call. Okay, they can help me navigate that. And because I've also been built up capacity-wise to understand the solution, it's not telling me stories from gods. It's telling me what I can interpret. Recently, we shortlisted 12 consortium for what we call digital innovation hub. It's a concept that says, rather than I going through this incubator, then I go through this accelerator, and I try this founder, and I try this support. I would want to ask those people to come together, create a single pipeline, converge all their service and offerings, and let me come through that single pipeline. When I pass through that pipeline, when I'm exiting, I've benefited all what 4 entities have to offer. These people will also be available to support this process and this exchange. Some of these startups will have great solutions that require further development or that can metamorphose into more premium solutions. We are going to support new local and international collaborations as well to support the effort to make these things more successful. We are not in the business of doing 1,000. There is no point if you have 1,000 nobodies. It's better we have one other, one photo. And if you can have 5 photos, I think it's a more bigger success. And for us, this is some of the things we're trying to do. Just like you have said, what you do with vouchers, we're also trying to create that. But this time around, it's not for startups to consume, to do what they do. It's for MSNs to consume what startups do, just to facilitate market availability for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shay.
You see the difference between men and women. These 2 men, they were advertising.
So, what's that point of that? That's what we're doing.
What you're trying to say is, from the pitch that she gets as an investor, men are quick to sell their market.
Quick to sell their market.
Thank you so much.
Did you do that well?
Yeah, you did it well.
So, because we're running out of time, I want to really take questions from the participants of the audience. I think we have time for 2. Sorry. Okay, I see one hand here. And very other person. Maybe we can take one more from one more participant. Okay. So Fumi and gentleman in blue and also gentleman in
in the system, you what is engaged on our side and then because they have the right, they can then decide that they want to do about that, so the space here and utilize here.
Okay, should we take all the questions so that maybe you can take them down? So we just ask all the answers.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I represent TechQuest. So my first question is my second question is right. So actually, I had the opportunity of asking this question to someone, but I really want to know. Okay, I feel like we are different laws in our states. So and I know that Lagos State is pioneering the startup ecosystem. I mean, majority of the whole time Lagos, majority of startups are also in Lagos. So what is Lagos State doing to sort of bridge the gap between the other states to sort of grow? Because I feel like the over 25 policy, to be honest with you, aside for Africa doing this, I don't think I would have had the opportunity to sort of meet the amazing policy that they're doing. And I think that's given us the opportunity to sort of bridge partnership or conversation. So I mean, Lagos State should be doing much more than what it's currently doing, because for the innovation ecosystem to grow, there needs to be like a bridge. And because you are because Lagos State is pioneering it, what exactly are you doing? And, okay, so how is Lagos State bridging the gap between the other states, the ecosystem, the hubs, so that the general ecosystem can grow, basically? So my question also to him is, as an investor, right, and you really made mention of the fact that you invest in the personality of as who sort of groom these founders. How are you and your fellow investors sort of coming closer to sort of get to know them? Probably there's something with syndicate investment where it's sort of like a relation. How are you guys trying to come closer to us to sort of see what they are doing, be a part of what they are doing, the conversation, how they are doing, so that you can eventually invest cash out? Like you said, I don't know if how I come closer.
To the founders or to the
to the hubs who house these innovators, right? I feel like there is a need to come closer and sort of see and even be a part of how they are doing it. Because at the end of the day, you will be one of the investment, right? And you want your investment to be solid, right? To ensure that what they've done is correct. So you can now invest in them and less in them outside. So basically, how do you come closer? How do you want to come closer?
Okay, so last question.
Thank you very much. My name is David Said. So my question is directed to Sir Obi as we can. I'm so sorry, man. I wanted to talk to you. I've been really wishing to talk to you so many times. Great up for Africa. What will be it today? So I feel like really open the space where we can connect and talk to each other and grow. You sort of ship the powerhouse. You've got little things to ship to Africa. I've been watching your show right from the UK, right? And I've been very people have to get to you personally. If you have this powerhouse and these ideas of making Africa great, they just say that we're associated in a Western magical prosperity. And I'm going to stay there forever. I think if we don't do anything cool, so we're going to stay, remain Afro-Spiritual forever. So is there anything we can do really to continue to inspire Africans, especially youth and hearts like us to be able to find our feet and be able to resurrect our IPs and stuff like this? Because I mean, like there are a lot of people that are looking forward to like talk to you and see how they can tap into you and find our feet to the crowd.
Okay, thank you. So 2 questions: skill retention or talent, and the question of Lagos to come to national needs. Well, I know we have HR personnel in the room, so the difficulty that some companies have in retaining their own talent is also going to have in retaining them in Nigeria. But one thing is very sure: you just cannot finish training and then get into the international market just like that. You need to gather some work experience over a period of time to be able to then make money from the international market. What we are saying is that time we will ensure that it's productive. You cannot stop anybody with this our own talent, even if you funded them 100% on pursuing their dreams of earning in dollars and pounds. What we can do is to ensure that we provide opportunities for you to render those services for us here. And by the time you are going to start generating revenue in foreign currencies, we have another pool of people who are also finished learning. So it is a pipeline that we can be sure that is patent all through. Because if 2-3 years of learning, you can render your services to small businesses at a small cost. And don't forget that when you're done learning, you don't have as much demands yet. You can still build a website for maybe 100K, 70K, because you just finished learning. And an SME can clearly afford that. But when you move from there to earning in thousands of dollars, the question is, how can we make as much from you while ensuring that when you then go ahead, we have people, which is also the same as why consulting firms and banks do graduate training programs. So people come in, get the expertise I want to need, but by the time they're going, we also have fresh talent also coming to the system. So we cannot stop people, we cannot mandate them. Even if you give a scholarship, there will be X amount of years in which you can send people from Lagos before you go. At some point you have to go. The second one is how Lagos is going to support the national growth. Well, maybe if you make me a federal minister, I can take Lagos Innovate to federal Innovate. But until then, yes, I know that we also have that duty to to catalyze that growth across. And in our own little way, we are doing it. But the thing about governance is the problem is a lot. I can tell someone, oh, so half our startups in Lagos are like, yeah, wait, man, see, there's a problem in the local one can solve. They will tell me, yeah, even Lagos where you be, we're not done. So we are trying to ensure that we not only catalyze the growth of Lagos, but also create time for other states. And I think that beautifully the alignment presently politically between Lagos and the federal will also help that, because it then means that some of our initiatives will then be taken up to the federal level, implemented, and it covers the whole country as opposed to just looking at the discovery. But yes, we have that duty, but sometimes the best way to teach people what to do is to do it excellently well. If you do have excellently well, then there are opportunities. And then we've had, for example, we've had people who have run initiatives in Lagos who then go outside Lagos to then continue that work. For example, the first executive secretary of LSCTM, Akiri Bode, started at LSCTM, spent about 45 years, went to Ekiti State, he's now a commissioner for finance. So we've taken the solution from Lagos, and he has also gone to help build Ekiti State. So yes, we export talent, but like I said, our primary duty is to ensure that every startup in Lagos has no headache to succeed. The only thing that every startup in Lagos should have as a problem is the idea. You have the idea, you pick it up, and we ensure that you are ready to interface with the ecosystem. Along the line, we play our part to ensure that we also go to the national body. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, this question is about how investors can come closer to the hubs, that house the talent, the innovators, and the startup founders.
Well, we actually do. For us at Rising Tide, we have 4 pillars, right? Apart from the investments, we have education, mentoring, and networking. And a lot of the times, we provide our members the opportunity to mentor with the hubs. We actually also share in terms of the opportunities that come from the hubs. So if as an angel investor I get an invitation for me to send some startups for a showcase, right? I do extend to the hubs that I know, right? So what we can do now is the aggregation of hubs. I run a hub in Benin, but we do mentoring. We do a lot for the Founders Institute. We do a lot for Impact Hub. We do the hubs that reach out to us that we're 101 members of Rising Tide, and that means that we have enough capacity, experience across board, subject matter experts in different verticals at the helm of their careers. And so there is a pool of people that you can reach out for if you need us to come in and do certain programs for you. Come in and do mentoring, come in and do education. We run an accelerator program because we found out that we needed to get a lot of our female founders investment ready. And so we have curated a 5-week program for founders, so that by the time they come out of their investment ready. Now we share. We can share. So if you have people coming out of businesses coming out of your different hubs, and you think that they're investment ready, then you can bring them in. If you think they're not investment ready, when we're doing the next cohort of accelerator, you can share their details with us. And so we will align with Africa, because you are aggregating the hubs and you know a lot of them, so we can have a pool. And because I'm on the board of African Business Angel Network, I have a 360 view on a lot of things that are going on the continent. And so if people are looking for deals that are coming out, we should be able to, collaborate in creating a funnel of all of this, but make sure that whatever you're doing with the hub that you are leading is not just about turning around the money. It's about building the founders and building their businesses. Otherwise, you won't last within this ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think the final question was for Kobe.
The question was about inspiration. My thing about it is, we always do this. I always do this. We're always available. And I think if you think that we're obscure, right? I think you're wrong. I think we're very visible. I think the African century is just coming, and we're just beginning to actually populate the world with our personality, our attitude, our music, our fashion, all the other things I was talking about, and our innovation. And that is what I would focus on. Because as long as you keep focusing on that, everybody's going to come and pay attention to that. Because you're building something of value. You just got to build something. It doesn't matter what it is. Build a product that is delivering some service that people need and that actually is connected to us. And I think you'll be fine.
Is there a platform that we can target?
They're coming. Let me leave it like that. There are many things coming. And I think happens to Africa, we already in it.
Thank you so much, Rupa. Thank you so much to all our panelists. Please let me give them a round of applause.
Please, we'll like to finish this one with the panelists. Obi, please, can you also Franco and Dr. Itu, please.
Is that okay?
So right now, I'm going into the presentation of certificates. Hello, everyone. So right now, we're going to the presentation of certificates. In the last 2 days, as we all know, we all have gone through a series of training on how to design virtual learning programs, even just to so we've got a series of training, and so we'd like to hand out the certificates. And I'll kindly call out Nancy Melvin, the director of programs, to hand out the certificates. And she'll also do this with Dr. Okay, so as I call out your name, please just kindly come to the middle, center, and face us so that you can also take pictures. Creative innovation. Next, we have Damilola Obitaru of APF of Adventure. Next, we have Irene Vivian Oyeka of Agro Business Incubation Center in Nigeria. Next, we have Linda again from Agromat Consults. This is Up next, we have Bright Oko of Alpha Blue Foundation. Next, we have Bright Oko of Alpha Blue Foundation. Next, we have Kelvin Oba Dafiago of Artificial Intelligence Hub. Next, we have Salma Adam of Clean Next, we have Ahmed Idris of Innovate Lab. Innovate Lab.
Yes.
Yes. Next, we have Uday Manasseh of Future Labs, aka Manu. Next, we have Hampo John Paul of Hamplus Hall, Nigeria. And then we have Victoria Afulugo of Hub 1 with the Lagos, Nigeria. You think it's quiet when you see her. The fireball. After her, we have Igwe Patrick of ICANN BUI Innovation Hub. Question master. Next, we have Heziba Apia of iCode Ghana. Next, we have Joseph Caleb Adenoe of Ignite Hub. Next, we have Rhoda Agronigo of Lord Africa. Next, we have Eti Menesera of Master Point. Next, we have Oluwachimi Akintole of Offices by TSC. Next, we have Isiriu Isenyola of the Line of Energy. Next, we have Joy Joseph of Platinum Hub. Next, we have Gideon Esene of Plus Innovation Hub. Next, we have David Sin E. Erickson of Russell House of Innovation in Liberia. Next, we have Maha Sani Ago of Plus in Niger. Next, we have MJ Majorin of Tenbeka, Ghana. Next, we have Okoro Kwon Paradise of the Next Innovation Technology Hub. Next, we have Amaju Enemi of TBC Labs. Next, we have Farida Nabego of Clean Technology Hub. Next, we have Iago Victoria of Amplus Hub. And then next, we will also be giving a certificate to our facilitator. Hello everyone, one house please. I know we're all excited, but can we have one house? Thank you. Next, we're giving the certificate to our facilitator, Samuel Yeboah. Thank you so much, Marco. Thank you, Dr. Itero. And to kindly close the event, I will kindly welcome our very own host hub, Dr. Itero Emmanuel. She's the director of TechQuest STEM, and she's also a board member of Africa. Thank you so much, Marco.
Thank you, everyone. You're all welcome, and we are very, very happy to support the Africa and to also here. TechQuest STEM Academy, we build capacity, we support teachers, and then we work with young people, try to foster indigenous innovation, building skills, working with entrepreneurs, supporting businesses. So you are very welcome to our hub. In this hub, we have a large capacity in this place. We have officially launched our hub here, so happy to have you here. And also here we also have one of our directors here, Dr. John our founder is not available to be psychology, but we're really happy to have you here. And we'll ask you to explore the hub, explore the lovely places we have. We encourage you to come and use our hub, and then we also encourage collaborations, and we're happy to collaborate with the different hubs across different projects within our workspaces, and we look forward to engaging more with all of you. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day. And most especially, would like to tell you that absolutely, you've done a wonderful work. Thank you very much, Nanko. Thank you, Fumi, and Sarah, Nanko, and the rest of the team. Feeling all done very well, bringing us together and engaging on this fast piece. So we look forward to more things that are happening after. Please engage with the different programs, respond to your emails, follow us on online so that you can learn about all the different programs that are happening. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.
And there is lunch upstairs, so we can now all go upstairs for beautiful, sumptuous lunch and networking. Eat lunch, drink, remember to network.
I say,